Podcast, you can't win. I touch black and whites just by stroking my chin. Tell Marva got a plan if he just sit in. And we can be the sons and thus fit in. Talking a good game, topics never lame. Conversations just the same, right before they left the brain. Seriously funny, but if you take us seriously, you end up smiling. If not, laugh hilariously. And every Tuesdays we're on the one, so stay in tune before noon. It's the Podical Sons.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space in the world, because neither one of us are law degrees. I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. How you feeling today, kind sir?
Feeling good, man. It's getting close to the end of the 2019 season and into the 2020 clear vision realm is what I'm liking to calling it.
You got plans for 2020?
Just to hopefully see things clear. That's it.
And glasses? I don't understand.
No. The third eye vision see things clear.
I see good already. Shit.
I see good already. I got 2020. Nah, I just want the third eye vision to match what I'm seeing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think my thing and stuff about 2020 and stuff is to kind of shed some weight. Not like physical weight, but I want to say...
I was going to say, you don't look like you need to lose any more.
No, it's more dead weight. Because I want to look at it and stuff is that some things and stuff, whatever, you don't need to carry on into like the new, or I want to say, decade.
Right.
And this new decade and stuff that we're transitioning into and stuff, whatever. The money plans and moves and schemes and things that I have and stuff to do.
Yeah.
Certain things before, I want to say, mentally would probably hold me back because I think of some things and stuff, whatever. But some things you just got to let go and just adventure off into like the unknown for a bit.
Yes. To
kind of get everything back and stuff to like I want to say more 100%. Like if I want to get to sacrifice, let's say 40% to make back 130%, sacrifice is well worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how I'm looking at certain type of things and stuff. But other than that, yeah, man.
So is there certain things you have in I mean, without saying what they are, but certain things that you have in mind that you think that you're going to drop heading into 2020, or is it just strictly at this point theory of stuff that you know that you need to drop moving forward, and then it's just putting that stuff into practice? I guess
kind of semi-theory. Right. It's not really like people or things and stuff per se.
Yeah.
I want to say, oh shit, I used the word properly this time, per se. I always like to fuck up and use per se whenever time, but it's more on a level where I'm trying to get to the gist where how life will tend to throw things at you. Yeah. And then some people take that weight on and then they don't move too forward and stuff, whatever. Like, not even be, mean or anybody and stuff, whatever, to certain people. But some people look at the kids and stuff like that. Yeah. You heard some people talk reckless and stuff, say some shit like, I could be so much further in life if I didn't have any kids.
Yes.
Okay, you have the weight of a child and everything and stuff with you and everything. Don't have multiple children if you still have this goal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Have one child, try and get at least a decent level to your goal, and then do such and such. So I realize and stuff that like with myself, it's not even like my son, but I want to say there's other things pertaining to like other things that I've done that kind of acquired like the weight not needed to like go full steam on certain other projects and certain other things and stuff that I have in mind.
Do you think that's one of the skills that people may lack? Like if they plan a certain way for their future to go, right? And let's say, for instance, they do have an unplanned child, right? That kind of throws a monkey wrench into what they were trying to do, right?
Right.
Do you think that we would benefit if we learn the skill of like maybe readjusting?
It's taught though, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that thing and stuff is kind of taught, and if you don't know it, whatever. Not saying you can't learn it,
right?
But I want to say, people when they point, when you point one finger, four fingers point back at you.
Yeah.
People so often to do that, to point instead of self-reflect. That's what I feel and stuff. So a lot of times stuff, whatever. You should ask yourself, not like you're pointing like I want to say a gun to yourself and stuff, or being hard on yourself. Be like, why isn't certain things and stuff going to my liking?
Right.
So now you have to ask yourself and stuff, whatever, have you done this? Have you done that? Have you done this? Have you done that? It's kind of like a diet plan.
Yeah.
You're on a diet and stuff, whatever. Your goal is to have 6-pack abs.
Okay.
Right? You know if you're going to have 6-pack abs and you're not conditioned for that naturally, your diet has to change. Your workout regimen has to change.
Yes.
The amount of water you take in your body and stuff. Your lifestyle has to change.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're not willing to commit to that lifestyle and stuff and everything, don't question why you don't have 6-pack abs.
Okay.
And if it's like, to me, whatever, I told somebody the other day and stuff, whatever, like when we were having the Jay-Z and Colin Kaepernick conversation pertaining to the NFL.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know, because my dreams are still thousandaire dreams. They're not millionaire dreams.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, if you're a thousandaire like me, how can you fathom what a millionaire does?
It's true. This is true.
You're a thousandaire. Your thinking stuff is like buying a house, buying a car, and all this type of stuff. A thousandaire looking to change, innovate some shit.
Right.
You know, like be the financier behind some power moves or some big shit, you know?
Yeah.
So when it comes to me, I look at it stuff as that like, it's something I need to do within myself. And, the Associated Sons is, come on, baby. Come on, I'm not just talking it. You gotta walk it like you talk it.
Yeah, yeah.
I am a son.
There you go.
So, I mean, that's what it is. But there's nothing serious like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, within the last 2 decades, you see a lot of things move in the way of trends, and or what we're calling it nowadays, waves. And a lot of times it's those who recognize those trends and waves at the jump on it when it starts. They're usually the most successful in that particular thing in the long run. So
you know, always had a knack for that bitch. That dude, I forget his name. The Napster dude who left Napster, jumped on Facebook, who left that, and then sponsored some other shit, whatever. Like that guy, he's that boy's a Hawaiian.
Yeah, man.
He can surf some waves.
If you're technology driven, I mean, I think Musk is a person like that too.
Yeah,
where they see things where things are heading 3 to 5 years down the road, so they start putting things in motion now.
Right.
Yeah, so that's within the last 2 decades, I've kind of been preying that, watching that, how trends tend to form, how they take off and so forth like that. And pretty much have now put myself in a position where I can keep my eyes open for certain things, have plans for certain things, and just wait for certain moments. Like continue to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But if the next trend pops up, just be able to make sure I spot that and jump on it quickly.
You know the funny thing too? I was dying and stuff, whatever. I was having a conversation with somebody and I was saying this and stuff the other day, whatever. And I'm like, when we start doing the podcast, I think there was like 2.1 million of the podcasts out there in the world at the time.
When we started.
So we joined that fray. I don't know what it is now.
Yeah.
Add another year, stuff, whatever, to it and everything like whatever. But I realized and stuff that like when we joined that fray, even a 1-year dance, we kind of slashed through like so many we're climbing.
Right, yeah.
We're climbing, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So growth and progress, man. Growth and development.
That reminds me, don't mean to cut you off, but
you did though. Go ahead.
Still don't mean it.
Yeah.
But the 50 great podcasts in Canada, is that coming up? Is that passed?
No, that's in like in March.
That's in March.
March.
Okay.
So like, but even with that or whatever, like I said, we're slashing through like, to the climb and everything from things. It's not like it's just a 1, 2, because I want to say what the shit we talk about, the things we talk about, the topics and everything and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
It's relevant, people relatable and all this type of stuff. And it's not pertain to a specific niche.
No,
whatever.
It's not.
Right? We create our own kind of market and stuff and kind of lane and stuff like that from other podcasts that kind of just go freelance stuff with us.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? But I'll go somewhere and somebody will point out like, yo, you're a podcast dude. I'm like, yeah. What's up? And they're like, yo, I want to start a podcast. I'm like, okay, that's great. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Things pertain to this. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, we trying to build a little empire and stuff on our side. Like, no, I want to do it myself. I'm like, all right, do you, boo. Do you, boo-boo. Do you. And then I look at it and stuff, I'm like, it's so funny and stuff, whatever, that how they don't want to, even if they don't want to give the credit and stuff, what I was talking about this to somebody else, I'm like, even if they don't want to give the credit, you know where the credit lies. Because you know for a fact and stuff, whatever, how many people were in your realm before you started this? Probably like damn near zero or maybe one. Maybe one shadow back burner person and stuff like that and everything. And then now you've seen like everything kind of...
Well, I mean, when I first approached you with the idea, you're the only person within my immediate circle.
Oh, Snookums.
Or...
Thank you.
Just outside of my immediate circle, acquaintances that I may know that have actually even had a thought of venturing into the foray of podcasting. I mean, other than knowing that you've attempted it before, I don't know anybody else.
Okay.
Right. So this to me was basically something where I had an interest in, but it wasn't because I knew somebody else personally that was doing it. It was something that I just being somebody who's a technophobe, audio engineering, all these things kind of,
Technophobe, what does that mean? It sounds like you have a phobia of technology or some shit.
No, a technophobe is somebody who's always into technology and stuff like that. Technophobia.
So technophobe and then phobia.
Phobe and phobia.
Those two different things?
Those two different things.
I think sound like it's like a little fuck up type of thing.
I don't know.
You might get date rape or some shit like that somewhere.
I sent you dictionary searching the other day and I was right.
Hey man, I just said about a rape statement and stuff and you want to put dick in the dictionary, keep it to yourself. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
with that being said, those who I would say maybe influenced me were those who were already doing it, and they were doing it successful in my opinion.
Okay, so
and when I would say successful in my opinion, it's something that I, as an audience, a listener, can adhere to and enjoy. And it just dawned on me at that point that, it's no different from you watching your favorite late night host.
Right.
It's no different from you listening to your favorite radio talk show host. Right? You have the only thing that's now different is the medium and how it's being delivered and presented.
I think the way freedom of speech shit. Like just get shit.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That has a big part to play with it because
FCC won't allow you to talk freely or like this, like, on public syndicated type of stuff.
You know what? And who knows down the line if they'll clamp on it, right?
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
So we might as well just beat it up while it's there.
Still the Wild West, baby.
Exactly.
It's still the Wild West, so we can go in guns blazing and do whatever we have to do. It's after I've been doing it now, or we've been doing it now for a while, and with the consistency, the growth, and so forth like that. And then people outside who we know or who may know of us or know that what we do, they feel comfortable in asking us. Because they might have always had the idea, or maybe not always, but in seeing us do it, figure it's something that, it may be a lane that they might want to decide to go down to and so forth like that. See us with how we're clicking and, decide to come to us and figure it out, and figure out what the next step is. Now, I've never been one to, to hold back information or anything like that, but I'm at the stage now.
You stay snitching on this thing.
I'm at the stage now where time is money.
Facts.
Do you understand? And when we come together, when we sit together every Sunday, we have to clear a lot of things off our schedule. We're both working guys.
Yeah.
You understand? A lot of times the things that we need to do outside of work would happen to fall on the weekend.
Right.
Right? So in order to keep this running so smoothly, we have to dedicate the Sunday right?
It don't always have to be the Sunday, but
no, always has to be the Sunday. But
for now,
we have it in our head that this is
Sunday
a dedicated day for us to do what we got to do, and get it done.
Until I start Mighty Midget Wrestling League and shit like that,
go.
then it's gonna be a different shit. Might be on Saturday.
So this is the time that we put in that we eventually translate into money. Anytime we do anything outside of this is robbing us from the time that we do.
Right.
So if I got to sit down and now explain to you what steps it takes to put forth the podcast or to get to where we got it going, if it's taken away from my time, you got to pay me for it.
Woo! He's there. Hallelujah! He seen the light. You motherfucker. It took you that long to stop dry snitching. Yo, telling you, baby.
It's not.
I'm telling you, baby, you shedding that weight. You shedding that weight already. That's what I'm telling you. You shedding that weight.
It's funny because I've never... Listen, man, I've never looked at it as dry snitching.
No, but no, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, no, I know you are.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to understand, like, it's about... Yo, the illest thing is a quick ass story. I'm trying to remember. Fuck, where I remember this book from? I read so much damn books. The book, The Richest Man in Babylon.
Yes.
There's a short story in there where the man said, like, it was a ox talking to a dog. Right? And the dog is telling the ox and stuff, and they're like, yo, you work too damn hard plowing these damn fields. Whatever, right? He's like, yo, you need to just take it easy and stuff and everything, or fake like you're sick. The farmer won't fuck with you, and then you have a day off at least. Whatever, right? So the oxen did that. The oxen is like, all right, screw it. Fake the day sick. What happened? The farmer still needed those fields to be plowed. What did he do? He hooked up the plow and the goddamn dog. And you know what I'm saying? Moral of the story, don't let someone else's burden become your burden.
Become your burden.
You got to do your own thing and stuff, whatever, right? Now, my thing and stuff is that we're not at that point. I'm going to say we're at a point where we can educate. Like, I remember the things you taught me and stuff, whatever, you said and stuff, whatever. 3 things you can't take with you when you die. Love, money, and wisdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you should always have the love to give.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The finances may not be popping, but always be willing to give the wisdom.
Yeah.
Sometimes the wisdom is not a free hit. And that's what people have to understand. And some people want like a Reader's Digest version to the folks in America, because Reader's Digest is Canadian. That's why I realized that. So yes. So like a short blip clip basically and stuff where they want like a quick synopsis on how the recipe of success is when everything. But this shit ain't overnight. This is not overnight. This is not overnight. Sure, you string up all the podcasts together, it's more than a day.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes down to it and stuff, a lot of people think the recipe of success stuff is that simple and stuff. Maybe because we're relatable type of people, but that's what makes the topics and everything proper.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, seeing us do it, right, on a weekly basis, and obviously, of course, they see a finished product. They don't see what it takes to get to the finished product, right? So you just looking at the finished product and seeing how these guys are having fun doing what they're doing. So it can't be that hard.
But this is how we normally talk, though. This is what I'm saying.
This is how we normally.
I'm an animated fucking weirdo. You kind of refined. That's why I call you smooth and everything. And then this is just how it is.
This is how it works. This is how this is how it comes across over the audio portion, and this is what it looks like in the video portion, right? So when you're seeing those things, you just think, oh, it could be something that I can just get into do. I remember the first time me watching tennis. Right? I'm like, yo, you guys is just smashing the ball over the net, making it land on the other side of the court, waiting for the ball to return, smashing that back over the net.
You didn't think about the accuracy and all that type of shit, the movement, all that.
The first time I actually tried the damn sport,
winded. I feel like a local crackhead.
I couldn't even get the ball over the damn net properly.
See?
And that is when it kicked into me. It says some things appear easy, but in reality they're not.
Yeah.
And that's just the case. So I don't mind giving the information. I've always been a person that I don't mind giving the information.
Right.
But understand, when I give you the information, you still gotta go in and do the work.
Baby, it gotta cost them in 2020, man.
It's gonna cost them in 2020. But here's another thing though, because a lot of times I'll give them the information and then they realize that it's not always. Then they try to come back. This when they come back is when I catch them. It's like, yo, what can I tell you? I have this down to the science. So now you can either pay me for the science or let me do the science and worry about doing everything else.
That's true.
And that's what it is. You're either going to be a person who's either going to want to do the science yourself or you're going to let somebody else do the science.
That's true. And
you kick back and hopefully whoever you put in the driver's seat got a good navigational course and can take you where you want to go.
It's facts, man. It's facts. I mean, that's just how, like I said, that's my realm stuff about the show. Took you a long time to get to this fucking side of the damn fence. I was waiting for you. I was over here.
I was over there.
Remember, I'm over here shutting my mouth and stuff, whatever. Like, what do you got planned? Whoa, I like to have a filet and pate. Shut your ass up, Smooth. Like, shut up. Don't tell them every damn thing.
Listen, but this is what I'm trying to tell you, though. Even when I tell them, they still can't go out and do it.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised. Who? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I was saying this shit the other day to someone else, whatever. Somebody's like, yo, y'all like mad gems during the show. And like I said, it's just a conversation. So I'm like, minus the fact that it's recorded, like, you know, for like cameras and like the mics and everything and stuff, whatever. The conversation is like mad gems leaked. You know what I'm saying? When one person came to me like, yo, you know, that consent app you guys were talking about, whatever, are you guys still working on that? I was like, shit. I was like, hey, man, yeah, back up, man. I was like, yo,
he's above that.
I'm gonna shut my pie hole.
He's above that.
So I'm like, yo, you know what? I can leak this, leak that.
Listen.
But I mean, hey.
I'm gonna tell you like how Dr. Dre told Nas.
Okay.
Niggas can't do it like how we do it.
Is that what he said? I mean, when you think about it.
You don't remember the song?
Yeah. But I mean, it comes down to it like that. Because like it's like I'm not even gonna name drop whatever, but like I seen one person.
Yeah.
So another person mentioned that I have a podcast.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, and I want to say the topics and the questions that we talk about and everything and stuff, whatever. That's my everyday thing I would ask people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's an everyday thing in conversation. You know.
Yeah, it's
and everything.
Yeah,
like
regular
that,
degular.
whatever, right? To other people and stuff, whatever, I don't know how they do things or how they pose questions to some peoples or whatever the hell and everything. But then somebody's like, the person who said it's like, oh, you know, said Marv has a podcast. They're like, oh, well, this person is going to be working on the podcast and stuff like that, whatever, too. So I'm like, oh, shit, that's what's up. What's your lane? And then person said their lane and stuff like that, whatever. I'm like, cool. I'm like, oh, so you got some stuff? No, it's in the works. So I'm like, okay, okay, cool. I'm like, until then and stuff, whatever, you know, we should reason, we should beatbox and stuff, whatever, network and everything like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And the person actually kind of turned their nose up towards me. It was some foul shit, but I didn't get emotional about it, whatever. You know, I get emotional for some other shit, but not that. So I just looked at it and stuff as whatever's clever. So I think the person was actually featured on someone else's podcast that I seen.
Okay.
So once I seen that they were on there stuff, I'm like, okay, I take it that they were serious and everything like that, whatever, right? And it felt like a Mike Jones song. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Yeah. It was so funny and shit because I'm minding my business. And the dude, I seen the dude and stuff on another one away without the person and stuff who introduced us and stuff like that, whatever. And the man's like, yo, like, your question, is a hot dog a sandwich? It was so funny because he said he's rocking with some other crowd. And they're like, I don't know, is this something that's floating around the city and everything like that? I'm like, that's us.
Yeah. And
the man's like, and when the person said like, yeah, it's a podcast, it starts with P and two black guys.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it, so then he's like, yo, you guys are like over 30 episodes in and blah, 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 at the time. At the time, whatever, right? So I was looking like, so now you want to look this way? I was going to sing another Dr. Dre production song. Bitch, please. Move. Yo. I was like, yo, really? Really, nigga? Really? So I was like, hey.
Because people are so used to when people are so used to hearing people say, I got a podcast, right?
I'm not used to saying that.
No, but I'm saying, like, when you hear somebody say that, I got a podcast, the first question that comes to your mind, or the first inkling is okay, You podcasting or are you podcasting? Because usually when someone tells you,
that's not my fucking first question.
Hold on. Usually that is the we're in the business. We know, right?
Okay.
So, but someone who's on the outside, they're either looking at it either two ways, right? You're gonna be either having a solid footing in the game, right? Or you're just starting off. They're never looking at you being in between, right? And as soon as you say that, they immediately think that you're just starting off because they haven't heard anything about you.
Right.
They haven't heard your, you know what I mean?
Right.
But not because you haven't heard anything doesn't mean that, this work is being done. This work is not being done because we've taken it upon ourselves to do what we're doing even if we don't hear anything. You understand? It's like, we're going to do a certain amount and the feedback is going to be us, how we feel about it. That's going to determine what's the next move.
Right.
It's only after we've made that decision, started thinking that way, the other people now start to catch on to the show, start seeing what's going on and start, they start throwing in that encouragement to keep you going, to keep you doing what you're doing. Oh, you guys is dope. You guys is that and the third. I like your podcast. Okay, now it's just more than us, right? Now
you don't need no brown.
But check it out. We were already 30 deep by the time it was like that, right?
Yeah.
Cats are not even 10, 12, 20, not even there, with weeks in between.
Yeah.
Nothing consistent.
Right.
You understand? So now when we pop off and someone sees, the hot dog question, that cats is funny. Let me go see what's going on. And they're going, oh, shoot, this is 60 episodes. I'm at least good for a month of just listening to back episodes, catching up while they put out new stuff. That's why a lot of the times when we're talking about advertisement, that it didn't make sense to advertise right away, because if I'm sending you to my page, I want to make sure there's content. So when you go to my page, you stay on the page.
You have no reason to say no.
Yeah, that's it. You absorb everything, and then now you know what we're about. So now you're looking for what's coming up next week. You subscribe. You do all the things that'll keep you in the know, right? You get the notices and so forth like that.
Right.
So now people start talking about it, and it spreads. And dude hears it, and dude is now like, when you first mentioned it to me, I thought you were just the beginner, the guy with the 1, 2, 10 episodes. I didn't know y'all is 30 deep.
Yeah. I looked, I laughed, I smiled. I'm like, it's good seeing you. Hit the high pitched fake voice. It's good seeing you. Swell. I'm gonna go this way.
I laugh all the time. I tell myself, they say you. They're like, I heard you on a podcast. I'd be like, I said, I'm the host and I produce the podcast.
Right.
And I consult on podcasting. So it's just a little bit more than me just sitting here and, spreading the knowledge. This is a 2-man team. Outside of us.
But that's what I've been saying.
Outside of us, there's nobody doing the editing. There's nobody fixing the mics, doing the sound recording. There's nobody saying this. There's nobody running to us with the topics. This is what you got to say. No, this is just, it's us. We wear all the hats. We take care of everything and we make sure that it gets done.
Fact.
Except for the pitches. We got outside help with the pitches. Shout out to MK Ultra. Shout out to my man, Color. Out on the hustle. We hustle. We're always hustling. Rude Boy Network.
Yeah, no.
That's it. But I mean,
and the love and the support. I want to say the support from the listeners and the fans, and then, people's, most definitely when people, I dig it when people do a natural, organic repost.
Yes.
Or when they decide to mention on their own and stuff, whatever. I'm a fan of that, and then I tell somebody and stuff, whatever, I'm not saying that shit just to say it. I really and truly mean it. For me, me zoom in on the camera, look at my eyeballs, I appreciate you.
I appreciate it too, because you know why? Because I repost stuff that I really feel.
Yeah.
So if I see somebody post something of mine, I know that person, okay, really felt it for them to just take it and repost it.
But let me not be a negative bitch.
Yeah, you stop it.
I mean,
stop it.
Let me be good.
Stop it.
Be good, man. I mean, just some free speech shit, whatever, right? Like, I'm a man, Teflon Don. Let's talk about Teflon Don.
All right, let's go. Let's
get to some shit. Teflon Don. How do you feel about a country's leader messing with social media? Because, Teflon Don, he'll go at anybody any given time and stuff, whatever, on his Twitter. And salute to him for he be up like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, man,
getting at it and everything. How do you feel about that? So like, he's not the only leader though.
I feel as a leader, if you're putting out stuff like that for the world to see, I think first and foremost it should be a positive message. Secondly, an informative message, and then thirdly, in a tasteful manner.
Okay.
I think positive, informative, and tasteful. If you're doing those things, I'm with it, man. Like, so you're the leader. You're supposed to have words of that inspire people to get up and
words of encouragement.
Do better, right?
So, leaders of the first world countries that have freedom of speech, they're not allowed to. They were once a citizen before they became a leader. They're not allowed to exercise their rights.
I'm gonna draw for Spider-Man.
Nigga, what? Wait. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. With great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben? Okay.
With great power comes great responsibility. You know what I mean? It sucks now that the world and the eyes are on you, but that's the position you chose. You chose to be a leader of the free nation. So as a leader, you got to be making sure you're leading people in the right direction, the right way. That's how I think about it. Your personal feelings, stuff like that, if it's going to offend or hinder progress, then you should dead that. Just keep that to yourself.
So, okay, so you see that he was firing shots at what's her name? Greta Thunberg. Yeah, that's your girl.
Is she my girl?
I said she was a hashtag Illuminati plant, but what do I know? And then when y'all start seeing videos of other little girls in 1992 saying the same goddamn thing, people want to say we have problems, and that's another thing. But my thing and stuff is that when he said what he said to her about she has anger management issues,
right?
And she used to go watch a movie and everything like that, whatever. I thought it was so classy of her. Like I said, I feel the way about the girl, about her previous action stuff with her book. Yeah. When she took it on her own Twitter and said, "I'm working on her bio. Yeah. I'm working on my own anger management issues, and I'm gonna go see a movie with a friend." I was like, "Yo, this is how you respond in a tasteful manner."
Of course, yeah, 100%.
But like I said, like when somebody asked me this question, stuff like months ago, like I think like when he started firing off with all his wild rants,
right,
and everything and stuff, whatever. I'm like, one, Teflon Don isn't the only one and stuff, whatever. Like only leader with the Twitters and everything. You're looking for Obama. Obama did that, what you were talking about and stuff, in a tasteful manner and words inspiring and everything, like whatever.
Yes.
But you can't expect you're always going to get an Obama, because
no. But here's the thing though. With Obama, and I think with the other world leaders who use social media and Twitter as a device of communication, they're not firing off at everything.
No.
They're not. So, if you get the one or two, of course you can say that the person's human. Right. And some things is gonna put you to the point where you just gotta say something. Right? I can understand it. I'm human too, right? But when you're awoken out of your dream or something horrible and got a tweet,
verbal diarrhea. That's what I'm saying.
And gotta tweet it.
Bomb. He just fires away. He's like, no. Y'all gonna hear me roar.
I think Twitter's the only app he got on the phone.
I think so too. I think so too. But I just always look at it stuff like, you know, when you're competing in the realms of freedom of speech,
yes,
for like the country and everything that you might be in and everything, you were once a citizen before you became a leader.
yes.
So you're right. I agree with both sides.
Right.
But my thing and stuff is like, go by grandma's rules. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
But here, okay, look at it this way, right? Mm-hmm. Think of it this way. If you had if you had the same reach as the president did, right? Mm-hmm. Being in the job that you are in right now, mm-hmm. right? And you're firing off tweets like how the president is firing off tweets, right? Mm-hmm. Something that may be insensitive and so forth like that. How long do you think that you would still be in the job that you have now, pertaining to you being able to have freedom of speech and saying whatever you want to say?
Money talks and bullshit runs track meets. So, I mean, it depends on how much dollars you got. I told you, give me 50 mil, I tell you how I feel. Because if think about it, if you're CEO of whatever fucking company and stuff like that and everything,
yes,
you might lose a few endorsements, or you might pull back a few people who like might not mess with you and stuff like that, whatever, for a bit. But I guess in a small room conversation, you'd be like, yo, tell me I wasn't lying though. Tell me I wasn't lying. But like, yeah, but you gotta tone it down. But so you agree with me? You agree with me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, come on, you don't really want to pull back your fucking company away from us? You don't want to pull back away from us, man? Stay here.
Yeah, but you know what? Me staying there might makes me look suspect to the crowd out there. I don't know if I want to keep myself alive with you.
Everybody pulled away from Tiger Woods except Nike, and what happened? Tiger Woods, y'all, he brought it back. So that's what I'm saying. And Nike's like, I told y'all
he brought it back.
He was gonna come back some space. But
here's the difference. Here's the difference between Tiger
and Donnie.
They're
two different people.
Tiger apologized for what he did, right? And then laid his ass low. You think Nike would have stuck with Tiger if he doubled down on what he did?
Did he really
kept firing off tweets about what he did? No, of course not.
So then, I think it's the internet, because like even like I was looking at some shit, whatever. Who is it? Okay, so he's the fourth president to bring up go through this impeachment debate.
Okay,
right?
Yeah,
it's the fourth. Andrew Jackson, Richard Nixon, Bill Clinton, and him. The difference between him and these four and stuff, whatever, not personality wise, is that he's a president within the internet age. The internet has heightened and taken off, whatever. When Bill Clinton was doing it, whatever, and Bill Clinton was going through his thing, it's actually fucking, I think about like 20 years ago.
Was it 20 years?
About 20 years ago. Like it was like December when the first impeachment thing, like December 20th or something like that.
No, it's got to be more than 20
like
years.
98 and 99. Around that time.
Right.
Around that time and stuff.
Because Obama served for 8 years.
Yeah, Clinton served 8 years too.
So, and who was just before Obama?
Bush.
How many? And Bush did what?
4.
He did 4. So that's 12 right there.
Yeah.
Right? Then Donald's just coming up to his 4th, right? Ending of his 4th. Yeah. Right? So that's 16. Yeah, about 20 years then. Yeah.
So see, I'm doing math, not meth.
No, yeah.
So
you got it.
Even in that time, we still had newspaper, cable TV, and stuff like that. Kind of put that thing across and stuff about the impeachment thing and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
And it wasn't as popping as it is now. There was no Twitter back then.
No Twitter.
There's no Twitter, no social medias and shit like that, where it is and stuff. Yeah. Now we had AOL with the phone line, all that type of shit.
Now did we have Facebook? No, we didn't even have Facebook back then. No, right. So it was there's no social news.
No social and stuff for it. So with this social thing and stuff for it, the way how the internet stuff kind of took off, it creates a new type of beast.
Yes.
So you have people and stuff like they don't rock with it like that, or they use it to like, I want to say, like a smart, I don't want to say political, but I want to say a smart business move aspect. Like myself, I'm mindful what I post.
Yeah.
And I'm cautious on the things stuff that I post, whatever, right? Even my personal shit,
Right.
and everything like. But then you got some other people and stuff, whatever. This is me painting my toenails live. This is me eating this burrito. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like those people are no different than Donald firing off his bullshit.
Yeah, but remember, that's how Twitter was when Twitter first was getting its popularity. People were sitting on the toilet seat saying, "Hey, I'm taking a shit" on Twitter. This was because people didn't have it. You know what I mean? It was something new. Mm-hmm. People didn't understand. Okay, what is from what's not acceptable, right? Then after a while of everybody joining in the conversation and going through this, and people started realizing, okay, you know what? Maybe I should be on the toilet seat taking a shit and then tweeting how I'm taking a shit. Maybe there's some things I just don't need to share. Maybe there's some things I just need to filter. Donald has never been that way.
But that's what I'm saying. But some people, okay, Cardi B was a person and stuff, whatever, that came up in the world.
Yes.
With the whole unfiltered, raw, uncut, this take me as I am type of thing, whatever. Look how much people gravitate towards her. And that's what I'm saying.
She's different though, because she's in the realm of entertainment. You understand? So
nigga had a show called The Apprentice. That's entertainment.
Yes. And I agree with you.
Yeah.
But with great power comes responsibility.
All right, Uncle Ben, we got you.
Being the president of the United States,
right,
you have to treat that differently from being the show guy on The Apprentice. You have to.
If you were if you were the Prime Minister of Canada,
yes,
and then now you won today.
Right.
Fuck it. No, you won last month.
I won last month.
They put you in, where the hell is the president, the Prime Minister live in Canada?
Parliament Hill?
He lives in Parliament Hill?
I can't remember.
It's not like the White House. He got his own little... He got his own little retreat. Just like the UK.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister got his own little spot.
10 Downing in the UK. Right.
So, okay. You live in your spot. You go to bed that night, whatever. Like, tomorrow's your first day at work.
Right.
Everything like whatever. What's your first ignorant ass thought? I'm not ignorant. Ignorant. We're talking about straight part nigga, part asshole, part dirtbag. You can't tell me nothing, Kanye. Oh, like what? What would be that one thing?
Wake up and sit on the furniture butt naked.
Nobody can tell you nothing. I might make a new law.
I
might make a new law. Even if they shoot it down, it doesn't hurt to try. The law I would make and stuff is that if you have a racial comment or treat somebody of a minority any type of way, fine or jail.
Yeah, okay.
If they shoot it down, be like, hey, well, I got my bullshit out the way. Let's get to proper business now, folks. That's it. I just shoot that shit out there first.
But then, okay, so here's the other part of...
That's what we here for, baby.
Here's the other part of that, right? Not only are you in the realms and you're spreading your information through the social media, you're also now being scrutinized by the public and public perception. So now you're on social media court, right? So even your bill don't get passed or it gets passed, right? There's still going to be a fraction who don't like you for even mentioning the bill, right? Yeah. So now, that's the fraction now you got to contend with when it's time for you to come up for re-election, right? So you still got to be mindful of your position and what you put out there.
But you're not going to win them all.
You're not going to win them all.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the thing.
You're not going to win them all.
And that's the thing. He knows he's not going to win them all. He just knows he has to gravitate and get a few. That's it, whatever. Let's say he has that new black caucus popping off and stuff, whatever, with the new young black caucus and stuff, whatever. He's like, yo, you know what? Let me grab at least a few.
Right.
You got Kanye putting on a MAGA hat, hugging his ass up in the White House. You inspire me. You got to get a few. And the issue that I have a lot of black people who don't think for themselves.
Yeah.
I swear this shit should be associated son. Black celebrities are not black leaders.
All right, let me ask you this. Do you think Kanye doing with all the Kanye shit that he's doing, do you think that's bringing more black people to Donald Trump, or turning more black people off of Kanye? Because see,
I think bringing more people to Trump. Here's what I'm saying. Okay. Hear me out. It used to say turn people off from Kanye.
Yeah.
But then you have blind followers, right? Like saying like even the Democratic people and stuff, whatever. Democrats and stuff, whatever. That's why I'm like the Democrat liberal type of thing.
Yeah.
You just can't just say you're automatically gonna vote Democrat. And some people and stuff, whatever, they just automatically vote Democrat and they don't hear what the fuck that person has to say. Yeah. And some people just say like, yo, they just think Kanye is great. Fuck everything else and stuff that might be going on. Just gonna follow Kanye. And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But like other than that and stuff, whatever, you now as a black person, say you're a black person and stuff, whatever, you don't do the regular black things, quote unquote black things and stuff, whatever, like listen to hip hop or you in that kind of realm and stuff, whatever. You're like a black dude. We're talking about you eat mayo sandwiches and shit.
Okay.
And you know you're in an interracial marriage and you're plain Jane. You're not the normal black person and stuff and everything like that,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
You turn on your news one day, you turn your head and stuff and look, you're like eating your nice little sandwich and stuff, or you turn your head and look like, that's that black celebrity who made that Jesus Walk song.
Yes.
I believe in Jesus.
Yes.
And he just told the president that he loves him.
Yes.
I always loved the president. And now this black guy said, more reason for me. Son, can you come in here for a second? Son, I'm giving you the whole fucking story. Yeah, Dad. Son, come here. Hey, look at this. Is this one of your hip hop friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. He hugged the president. Yeah, but he hugged the president. Did he not? Okay, go to your room. Go right back eating this fucking sandwich. Right there, it proved to the dude that Donald Trump is a fucking great man. Because he just cared about the president. This man just proved to his son right then and there that this guy just gravitated and grabbed him. Fire.
You said something right there that I'm gonna let you know that Kanye don't make a sense or any difference.
Yeah.
That man loves the president. I love the president. But guess what? Even if that man didn't love the president, I still love the president, and I still am gonna vote for Donald Trump, regardless if Kanye's in the picture or not.
True.
Right?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying.
But
does Kanye bring more people to the president, or does Kanye lose more people because he's rocking with the president?
Kanye loses more people. And stuff. It hurts him more than it hurts Trump.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just like we go back to the example before when you say
the Democrat.
If you have like 50 million and you say anything that you want to say because you're rich, right? And you say to me, hey, I know what I said was foul, but ain't nobody looking around. You agree with me, right?
Right.
And I say, yeah, I agree with you, right? You say, well, then rock with me. But I'll be still thinking in my head, I agree with you, and I want to rock with you.
But I want to lose no money with you.
But the public perception of me rocking with you, that might hurt me. So now I got to reconsider on how I associate with you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it comes up. It's a factor. I see it. I get it. I just look at it and I'm like, okay. When it comes to the dance and stuff, whatever, because like no one really fact checks anymore, right? And that's
fact checking is the thing of the past nowadays.
Like, but they take
let 10 people say it as law.
But some people take social media as a gospel.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let 10 people say it as law.
And that's so crazy.
It is insane.
That's so crazy. I got into the conversation with a dude and stuff, whatever, right? You know about my Marvel universe, my anime comic book world and everything like that.
Yeah.
One dude, he said to me and stuff, whatever, Professor X is Martin Luther King and Magneto is Malcolm X.
I've heard this theory.
So I'm like, look, so I asked him, where the fuck you hear this from?
Yeah.
I'm like, I never heard Stan Lee say no shit like that and stuff like that. I'm like, have you ever been to a Comic-Con or some shit like that? You see Stan Lee or anything like that, whatever? He can't tell me where he heard this shit from, whatever. Right. So like Stan Lee was the only person that created it. I'm like, yeah, Mr. Kirby. Kirby and Stan Lee and Lee are the two people and stuff behind the whole Marvel universe and stuff like that before they start hiring new staff in like the late 70s, early 80s and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Tell me where. Google this bitch. Where? All social media posts that came up and stuff when the man Googled it and stuff, whatever, right? I'm like, So you take what you see on social media as a gospel, but it's not coming from the horse's mouth or the people, the powers that be behind it.
Powers that be behind it.
Whatever, right? I'm just
Right.
like, why would you take this shit as the gospel and stuff? Whatever. The man called it attitude. Needless to say, he called it attitude and stuff.
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
right? Because I'm the asshole because I'm airing them out. But
Of course, yeah.
I'm like, but why do people do this and stuff? Whatever. And it's not even like, is it laziness?
It is laziness, because if he'd have just not just take what he heard from face value, but researched it, then he could have probably given you reasons why he may have thought that, and why other people may have thought that, outside of it
Being
not
factual.
being factual, or outside
Right.
of it being actually mentioned from either
Right.
Stan Lee or Mr. Kirby.
Yeah.
Right? Because another person who I heard like that is the dude who created what's the one with Alfred Hitchcock?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
The Twilight Zone?
Is it the Twilight Zone? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Twilight Zone, right?
Yeah.
The Alfred Hitchcock come out and
Yeah.
no, Alfred Hitchcock. No. Sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. Because Alfred Hitchcock Presents was different from the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
But you're right. The Twilight Zone. The dude who created the Twilight Zone, I heard the same thing. What I heard was that he was a big proponent of social justice and so forth like that. So a lot of his stories had that underlying root in it, right? Back in the 60s, certain things you just couldn't come out and say, right? So you layered it. So they say, if you go back and you watch certain episodes of the Twilight Zone, right? If you read certain comic books within the Marvel universe, right? You can find examples where they are fighting or talking about social injustice, right? Only thing is, they're not using the main characters. So one of the arguments that I heard with the Marvel universe is that mutants
Are black people?
are basically
the minorities?
the minorities of
Okay.
the world, right? They get treated badly. They're misunderstood.
Eh,
Deep down,
is that shit really far off though? I don't think so.
deep down,
Yeah.
they're really genuine people. You understand? So when somebody said it to me like that,
But it's digestible.
Huh?
It's digestible.
but that's what I'm saying. When somebody
Yeah.
is explaining it to me like that, then I was like, okay, I can kind of see that, right? But without them telling me that, I would have been like, what do you mean? What Stanley know about? He ain't black. What do you know about social injustice? I would have the same thought, even without Stanley saying yay or nay, right? Like, where's the proof in your pudding? But if you approach me like that, if I gotta sit back now and dissect some of these movies, what mutants are like, who are mutants, or who you say mutants are supposed to be, then you can kind of see it, right? See, as soon as I said to you, the first thing that you said was mutants are minorities.
Yeah.
You make that connection, right? But that's what I'm saying.
That's all just my interpretation.
That's your interpretation. And that's what I'm saying. It may not be 100%,
right.
but if you're just going off what people say, then you don't have that. You don't have that thing to make that the correlation or that connection.
True.
Because he could easily turn around and say to you, "Well, listen. Well, what if you look at the mutants like that, like this?" Then you would have been forced to look at the mutants like this and that.
And we'd have had a proper conversation.
And you would have had the proper conversation instead of him huffing and puffing and getting all mad because he had no point to prove.
He was emotional. I mean, babe, it's okay. We learned a few things.
Okay.
We learned a thing or two of stuff from the whole, minority mutant dance and stuff like that. Whatever, the minority pop, Black Panther. Melanin makes marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, or your melanin magic.
Yes.
Conspiracy.
So, this year was a very big year for Black people in pageantry.
Yeah.
If you've noticed.
Yeah.
All right. So let's break it down. We have
Miss World.
Miss World, she's Black.
Miss Universe.
Miss Universe is Black. Miss Teen USA.
Miss USA.
Miss USA is Black.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 5 right there.
That's 4. There's one more.
There's one more.
There's one more missing.
Okay, well, I don't know. I can't remember what it is. That is off.
But it's 5 of them. You saying?
But maybe it's 4.
Okay.
Maybe it's 4.
Okay.
So this is unprecedented, right? For the first time, we've had 4 of the major beauty pageant competitions dominated by a woman of color, right? Does that strike you some bit odd?
Partially, but not that bad and stuff, whatever. Because I don't really give a fuck about pageants like that.
Yeah.
Everything, because I feel like everything's just quick talk.
And neither do I, right?
But your ass and your conspiracy theory brain, your X-File brain work like this, though.
Listen, if you're trying to send a message, or if you're trying to appease, let's say, a certain segment of the population, then you start doing things
like this,
towards that,
like this,
yeah, right.
To deflect.
I'm saying, and I'm not saying. Listen, I love my black queens. They're as beautiful as
your wife. Kind of light skinned though.
Yeah, she light skin queen.
Okay.
They're as beautiful as any other women on the planet, right? But for winning at 4 different major events,
you don't think it's possible?
It's not like we've had this ever done before.
Yeah, but you don't think it's possible?
I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but in the history of beauty pageants, how come it's never happened before?
I think it's a coincidence, to be honest.
You think it's coincidence?
The reason why I think it's a coincidence, though, for that, because I think like different committees run these different type of things and stuff. Yes, there might be the same people watching these things.
Yeah.
But I think there are different people or panels and stuff that are people on the panels and everything like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Remember we talked about the whole transgender lady, trying to operate into the realms and stuff for her, and she fit the criteria.
Yeah.
And everything's just that she wasn't born a woman, she was born a man.
Right.
We seen some of the criteria, and that was for Mrs. Universe. That's for Miss Universe pageant and stuff like that, whatever. So, I mean, we kind of know the realm and the stuff that they might play and pertain to rules, but when it comes down to it, the song and the dance and stuff, it could be straight coincidence, because I don't think Donald Trump Productions, Steve Harvey Productions, another company and stuff like that behind all of them. They might sit and try to sit.
I don't think they're behind all of them, but I think the circle may involve the majority of them. And when I say that, I mean, I don't think there's probably much that differs within each committee.
So you're just trying to tear down our black queens.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you're trying to tear down our black queens. That's what you're trying to do.
I'm not trying to tear down anybody. I'm just trying to say.
I wish Sharkeisha was in here to tell your ass you a hater.
Listen,
I'd be like, Sharkeisha, stop.
Kind of suspect.
It's kind of sus.
And then there was this black show that's on TV now. That's supposed to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they just got snubbed at some award show. Oh man, it'll come to me. But they just got snubbed.
Boy, your Alzheimer's be kicking.
Yeah, man. I only prepared up to the beauty pageant portion. So that's why I stayed. But I'm gonna get it to you. But they were snubbed. I mean, we can find it. They were recently snubbed, right? With the award shows, and I'm saying, now here's something that typically we'd be up in arms about them being snubbed on this award show. And I did see some people who were mad at it, right?
Social media, baby. Everybody
but then
mad.
right after, I keep seeing pictures of Miss Universe. After Miss Universe won, right? You know how when someone wins the beauty pageant, you see them in all type of beauty pageant photos from that night. Whether they're in their swimsuit, whether they're in their evening gown, whatever. You see majority of the pictures of that night, right? When Miss Universe won, I had seen every picture of her modeling career. almost every picture
Okay.
of her modeling career.
Okay.
People were posting pictures like, and these photos look like
They knew it from way back when.
it was ready to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? It looked like, yo, all right, she gonna win. So let me get these, let's get everything set up. Because I didn't see none of these ones before.
Yeah, but I don't think that's far off to get with her. Because just like if you're one delete button away from deleting all that shit after you found these things.
Right.
So let's say, for example, so if you say like, you about to make a nice ass collage for Toronto Raptors if they win the championship and shit like that, whatever, right?
Yes.
And then they win the championship, you're like, I know it, post. You're one press away after you already prepped your collage and shit like that, whatever. And if they don't win, you'd be like, fuck, this post is useless now. Delete. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can prep all those type of things and stuff for that. It's just like, well, yeah, when they're like, okay, they might win game 7. These people might win game 7 and shit like that.
Right.
So they're going to prep both sides and stuff, whatever. And one they give, one they burn.
But the difference between that, though, is between Raptors and who else the other person they're playing, Raptors got a 50% chance. So you can prep.
Right, but as I'm saying, even the post-wise and everything, like, say they put the research in to go look at this, that, and the third, right?
Yeah.
Say the show's going on.
Right.
The show is going on. They feel like this will be that chick to win this.
Right.
They look and stuff, or they pull up some photos. They gathering the thing. They doing screenshots. They getting all these things and stuff together.
Yeah.
These fuckers don't got no time. These meme creators and all that type of stuff, these people don't got no damn time. Well, they free.
Yeah.
So they're able to do all this type of stuff. So meanwhile, the commercials, the snacks in between the washroom breaks and all this type of stuff, they prepping these things, ready to go. So now, if she even get cut out, like say, like she don't make it to like the second or third round, delete. They be like, oh, I can't believe this chick, but I did like her though.
Yeah.
But if she is that chick and she's still going through, they're like, okay, boo, we see you. We see you climbing. Okay, you made it to the final round. You beat the swimsuit competition.
Right.
What would you do if you won? I buy the whole world a bunny. Okay, boo, the bunny rabbit, Hugh Hefner, he'll love you. That's what I'm saying. They're already getting ready for the build-up.
I guess what I'm thinking is, prior to that, were all those photos so readily available at the click of a button? At the click of just type. Prior to that, who knew who she was?
Yeah, but
right. So would she be a search topic where you would get all these hundreds of great, fantastic pictures of
probably
her?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like the world we live in now is a different type of beast.
Yeah.
You might live in a Google realm. I might live in the Instagram realm. That person might live in a Twitter realm. Another person might live in a Facebook realm.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All three of those platforms, all four of those platforms and stuff might have the same type of photos across the board. Like, because, the gram, you can post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, one shot. Right? And then Google might have another set of stuff and everything like that, whatever, right? Or they might just say, this shit might not be Instagram worthy, this might be the Twitter quick worthy, or it might be the Facebook photo album worthy type of set and everything like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And much less when you're trying to run for these type of things, that's why I never understood some people in their business mindsets and stuff, whatever. But I guess it might be me, because I probably think kind of more business than them. If you're running a business, your business should not be private.
No, you
should not be private. It makes zero sense for your business to be private.
I agree 100%.
So my thing and stuff is that if I'm now going to be, Mr. Podcast of the Year, if I'm going to be Mr. Podcast of the Year and everything like that, fuck I like making my profile private for?
No.
I'm gonna make it open enough so you see. You look at some stuff, whatever. You look at me, my human realm. Me petting a cat by a fireplace or some shit. Might not be a real cat, might be a vagina, but it might be something. Whatever.
Some Coco. Yeah, you looking like the Christmas Grinch.
It's something with the little twerk. Booty butt cheeks all in the air and shit like that and everything with the little covering up. So I'm saying I'm doing all this to make sure I'm gathering your support. And if you're dropping the likes, you're dropping the comments, stuff like that, whatever is clever.
Okay.
You know me on a local level. The world might not know me on the local level, but if I got your support on the local level and everything like that, whatever, that kind of translates and stuff a long way with numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, those hits and stuff and everything can just be building up with that. Because for all you know, remember, people don't give people credit. We spoke about this shit earlier. I could be the one and stuff in my neck of the woods because I think she's from South Africa, I believe.
Yes.
I'm doing this post and stuff, whatever, and I put in the corner and stuff, whatever. Like I put like the Podical Sons logo in the corner, and motherfuckers be like, "Who the fuck is the Podical Sons?" Let me just zoom out and just cut the Podical Sons portion out. So this part keeps getting reposted and everything like that. You look like, I did that. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know. I don't even know her name. You know, I don't want to give her a fucked up name before I get cut out from my throat because I support our black queens. By the way,
yeah. This is no shade or hate. This is no shade or hate
over there.
No shade or hate. Like I
can finally say it on this side of the world. Lightning ain't striking on this side over here. Like I said, that side over there.
I just find it a little suspect.
Save the drama for your mama.
Find a little suspect. I ain't no.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, it happens faster than what we think. Just because that's not our realm.
Right.
Our realm is this. Podcasting, talking, music, other things and stuff, my thing and stuff and everything. That's our realm. If our realm was to create these memes or create these kind of imagery and all that type of stuff, that's a different dance. That's a brand new different dance because you ride and die for these things and stuff to be the first. And then for your thing to go out there, you want to get the cred and all that type of stuff because some people will give you the cred.
Yeah.
Like we know what I say to something, and then some people won't give you the credit, but you know for a fact you look at it and be like, I mean that.
It's funny. When we had the Battle of the Beat Makers and Lucy Clubhouse when she won, I was on the stage and I had taken a picture of her during, I think it was the winning round, and it was a side profile, and she was standing right beside DJ Mel Boogie. Okay. So it just looked like it's totally candid. She didn't see the camera or anything like that. Just a regular shot. And it's a regular iPhone. You know what I mean? Nothing spectacular with the photo. This ain't, you know what I mean? No, not super this, that, and the third.
Right.
Hip Hop DX used the photo.
They give you cred?
And they credited me.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I was like, that's cool. That's how it should be.
Right.
They didn't ask me, right? But they made sure I got the credit for the photo. I was like, it's cool.
Look here. I follow Freddie Gibbs. He's a rapper.
Yes, yeah.
On Instagram and stuff, for those who don't know. Freddie Gibbs, he had this video thing, stuff, whatever. He copied from somebody and stuff. But he'll let you know that he steals everybody's shit.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if you guys seen Friday out there, but Friday's a hilarious movie. You know, it has Ice Cube, Chris Tucker, you know, those who don't know Friday and stuff, whatever.
Listen, you gotta go watch that.
You know, R.I.P. John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
So Debo riding on his bike, whatever, when he went over there to like
snatch Ray's chain.
Snatch Chris's chain.
Yeah.
I mean, took Chris's chain. He's like, that's mine. He's like, it's my chain now, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, it bleeped out. It's like, it's my memes now, whatever, right? And he just rode off, and then he has like a nap full of memes. Yeah, full of memes and stuff like that on a squeaky bike. And I was like, some people are just like that. They'll just debo somebody's shit and not give no damn credit to them. I know the above.
I know quite a few people like that who just out here deboing memes left, right, and center.
I mean, I mean, every now and then I'll debo one. But my thing and stuff is that I will pay homage and stuff and let them know where I took it from. Yeah. So in any case, stuff where like somebody like, hey, I created this. I'm like, bruh, your beef is not me. Your beef is read the damn description in the thing and you can see.
This is what I do. Before I debo the meme, I Google it, see if I can find the meme on my own.
Yeah. Facts. Most of the time that's what I do too.
That's what I do.
That's what I do too.
And if I find the meme on, then I'll
because I can't like I want to say sometimes I guess by the time if I see some shit like pretend like a screenshot or something like that, whatever, that bitch is probably all recycled and not clear and blurry and shit.
Right.
But if I run it through Google and stuff, whatever, it's like dun, 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 dun,
you know what I mean? You hit the little HD button, you get a nice picture and stuff like that.
So why am I fucking with this blurry ass thing and stuff? They probably in the Android realm when I'm over here sitting in the Apple land, you know?
That's it, man.
So that's it. So that be that. Yeah, I'm taking shots at Android people because I have an iPhone. And so what?
I mean, the cat meme, I went straight to Google for the cat meme. I wanted it crystal clear. Like, I wanted that.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, like, oh, why am I fucking with this blurry ass thing and stuff? They probably in the Android realm when I'm over here sitting in the Apple land, you know? So that's it. So that be that. Yeah, I'm taking shots at Android people because I have an iPhone. And so what? I mean, the cat meme, I went straight to Google for the cat meme. I wanted it crystal clear. Clear.
Like, I wanted that.
That cat.
Oh, the expression on that face.
Yeah, those things don't get old to me, man.
No,
they don't get old to me, man. One thing I wanted to hit you up with, whatever. Speaking of whole melanin dance and shit like that, whatever. Nick Cannon and Eminem, real quick. Your thoughts on these two? First of all, you go first. I got some things to say about Eminem, but you go first.
Well, it's funny because I still haven't heard
Eminem's response.
No, either.
Oh, so you're not giving them no type of steam. If you're not giving it no steam.
No, if it plays and I overhear it, it plays and I overhear it. I'll listen to it, but I'm not gonna go searching to go hear it. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you why I went searching for it and stuff, whatever. 2 reasons. One, somebody did bring it to a conversation.
Okay.
Right? Somebody did bring it to a conversation and stuff like that, whatever. And like, you know, my face was like, who started it? Who started it back up?
Right.
That was my thing and stuff for them. They're like Eminem and stuff for them. So I said, okay. I'm like, but why? Like, shouldn't Eminem be in a place like, I told you, this Batman shit is never going to die. Die to be a hero, live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah.
Eminem is a little too old to be fucking with Nick Cannon, doing his own thing and all the above. Eminem's just mind his business, call it a day. Both of them don't have Mariah Carey. The end. Right?
And I think that's what kind of threw me off too, because when they said, because I didn't know about the Eminem firing first. The first thing that I found out was the Nick Cannon diss track towards M.
Yeah.
And immediately I thought of Mariah Carey, because I'm like, what else do these two either have in common or to be beefing about? Nothing else.
I don't know. Eminem, I say this, if you are still a heavy Eminem fan, I said this in a conversation one day. Somebody posted this and stuff. I think one of my boys, salute to Benji. He did a post, I think in a story or something like that, whatever. It said, who's better, Lil Wayne or Eminem? Right?
Right.
So I said, this is a very subjective type of thing. They haven't been on the track together. No, Pick the World. Drop the World. Sorry. Drop the World was the track they were both on. It was Lil Wayne's track. And I felt like Lil Wayne.
Forever they were on together.
And Forever. Yeah. Those 2 tracks. And I felt like more so than anything, even in Forever, I feel like Lil Wayne's verse hit more than Eminem's verse.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on Eminem. Eminem is the type of MC that will flame somebody and stuff.
You gotta get Eminem.
He will flame the shit out of somebody and stuff like that. Most people's top 5. He's not in my top 5, but most people's top 5, he's there. Yeah. He's there in my top 10.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So he will flame the shit out of some people's and stuff, whatever. Hands down. But when it's not warranted and stuff for it, like if he got back Mariah, he could have dropped the song. But there was no reason for him to call out Nick Cannon's name and stuff for her. Because if that was the case, why didn't he call out Fred Durst, Christina Aguilera, or Britney Spears or some shit? Because if you just mention people you beefed with and stuff in the past, then I understand where you're going with it, whatever. You just call out one particular person.
You think it's clout? He called it out for clout?
Yeah.
It's clout, right?
It's for clout.
Can you see how Nick is moving with the whole Wildin' Out show? You getting that
America's Got Talent money. I'm like,
money. He's got the pod that he do.
Yeah, I'm like, it's clout. So I was like, whatever's clever. That whole beef before, I think Mariah won in my eyes. Because when she came with that Why You So Obsessed With Me and Gucci Mane was on there and they were both going at it, I was like, yeah, this kind of sealed the deal, whatever. So I'm like, I mean, you can call it how many sluts you can, but for a pop star to bring it to this level, unheard of.
Yeah.
You tell me Lady Gaga flaming somebody on a song.
No.
Exactly.
And then she even got the fake Eminem in the video.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm like, no, she did it proper and stuff for that.
She got him.
This Nick Cannon thing and stuff for that with the Wildin' Out peoples and stuff and everything, I like the response. I like the response. And I like Nick Cannon's verse.
And it's funny because, I mean, we know the Wildin' Out niggas from actually battle rapping cats. You know what I mean? So you know they got
Charlie Clips, him and Holla.
You know they got the ammo for it.
Yeah, they got the ammo and stuff and everything like that, whatever. Eminem, I like his responses or whatever too, because he's saying like,
I'm gonna have to go listen to it. I'm gonna have to listen to it. I heard a piece of the Nick Cannon, but I didn't hear it full all the way out.
But I just feel like people weren't giving Nick Cannon the just desserts and stuff on the invitation thing.
Yeah.
I was a fan.
Yeah.
I live for battle rap, and I live for that type of the hip hop beef on wax.
Yeah.
And I was looking, I was like, I'm not saying it's my top 5. I'm not saying that.
No,
brother ain't saying that. But you got to give credit's due. That's what we saying.
But people just like to write Nick off because Nick is Nick. That's it. They're not doing it for any other reason than Nick is Nick. You know what I mean?
True. But hey, look what happened.
Eminem could have wrote the verse for Nick, and it would have still been like, yeah, that shit is whack, Nick.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, they're never gonna give justice. Like, look at Drake. When Drake and Meek Mills went at it, everybody wrote off Drake.
Yeah.
Like Meek Mill's gonna get him.
Yeah.
And what happened? Who came up on top?
Tory Lanez. How many times niggas wrote off Tory Lanez? And he body almost everybody he went up against.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, expect the unexpected, man. So that beat that. Next thing on an agenda I wanted to talk about and stuff, whatever. Because when I was talking about the person with the Eminem thing and stuff, whatever, we got into a conversation and stuff, whatever. We're gonna talk about vacation sex. Now, by vacation sex, I mean Airbnb vacation sex, right?
There's a difference?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Because if you're not in your own house, it's vacation.
It's vacation.
It's a vacation. Flat the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I seen the things of Airbnb said they want people to just have, if they're gonna have intercourse, keep it to the bedroom. I don't agree to that. You used to be an Airbnb. Or
what if you Airbnb a fly ass mansion?
Keep it to the bedroom where they can change the sheets. I like to hump anywhere.
But what if the mansion got a pool?
I don't like to hump in a pool.
You don't like to hump in a pool?
No,
you just said you like to hump anywhere, you lying bastard.
Okay, hear me out. I'm not in the pool. I might be like, like she might be on the outside. Like everything's exposed to air.
Yeah.
And I might have like my calves and my thighs in the water. And then like, just going at it, whatever, right? Like get it.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But if we're fully submerged and stuff in the
water. You
water.
don't want to be fully submerged?
I feel like the water turns to H2 or something like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I could have swum in my own pool again. I'm just get it like drained and then refilled. But
the beach might kill all of that.
Like, all right, you think now. You probably don't have sex down there anywhere. I'm scared. Please tell me no.
No. You're sitting on good stuff. No, you're good.
Bless your kind soul.
You're sitting on good stuff.
You're so kind to me. You're so kind to me.
I keep it hygienic in
bless your kind soul. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's people that hump in the kitchen, countertop, washroom, all the above and everything.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, you offer your place as Airbnb.
Right.
Why wouldn't I expect it? I actually would find it kind of flattering. My thing and stuff is that if my place can put you in the mood to get it in here, we're like, pop my own collar. Like, I did that. I created the ambiance.
Well, any of the Airbnbs that I ran, we strictly ran as Airbnbs. So we never lived in any of them.
Right.
So,
I think if you have a problem, if you live in it.
Yeah.
If you live in it.
If you live in it, then you probably would have a problem. But then that's something that you just have to understand if you're doing an Airbnb with your personal place. Right? Like,
people gonna skeet everywhere. Yeah.
I'd be mad if, someone came off the street and they smelly ass clothes, they dirty work clothes, and just came and sat down on my sofa.
Okay.
Regardless if it's an Airbnb or not. You know what I mean? You'd have just took your dirty ass self off the road and come sat down on my sofa where my clean ass, my kids clean ass, my wife clean ass, gotta now sit down after you. Right?
What if you walking past the area and you drop like a chip? Where you used to pick it up, eat off the couch? It didn't hit the ground. You eating that poop Pringles? You not eating them poop Pringles, baby?
Not eating no poop.
You not mess with the poop Pringles?
No poop Pringles.
That new flavor? Okay.
No poop Pringles. But once it's not your crib, you don't care.
Right.
Think of how many times you have gone on vacation and stayed in a hotel, and you how did you treat that hotel?
Smut that up, man.
All right.
I smut that up.
All right.
I mean, I'm there for the smut.
You know what I mean?
I'm there for this. Play this. If I get an Airbnb and I'm literally saying like this is just for like me staying by myself or something like whatever, it's there for a quick sleep mission. I'm looking for the smallest spot possible. Well, if I'm getting anything,
you're not even gonna be there. You're just there to rest your head.
To rest my head.
That's it.
But if I'm there with like company,
Yeah.
smut.
Smut.
Because my thing is like this. If we go out of town for Podical shit, right? We go out of town and stuff, whatever. I'm gonna instantaneously tell you stuff like, hey, you have your room, I have my room.
Yeah.
Whatever you hear on my side of the wall, that's your business.
That's it.
So
put my headphones on.
Put your headphones on.
Yeah.
There's tons of Beats by Dre noise canceling things that you know.
Just sit up and work on the next show ideas.
There you go.
That's it. I'm good.
I'm gonna smut this up real quick.
Right.
It's a night on the town. I'm gonna find somebody to smut this up. I'm like, I'll be there.
So I should already know that.
Yes,
there's not gonna be no hanging between us. We're just there for the show.
Yeah, I'm like, we're there. We're gonna do the business for the show. We're gonna hang out and everything, like whatever. But it's gonna be one of these.
Once the cutie in the front row give you that signal, that's I'm this.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be like this. Be like, yo. So and you're like, yeah, what if you? I'm like, Smooth, you gotta hit the hay. Yeah, I'm like, hit them quick ass yarn. Like, is it your bedtime? What? No, it's only like 10. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you need 8 hours of sleep, my man. Cause I'm about to go venturing out into the abyss.
Yeah.
You do what you do. So I mean, I was just shocked with her because I was like, yo. I thought the main point, like, if you go on vacation, like I said, the same thing you said to me with the telly and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
People, don't they still change the sheets?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. But
yes.
like, it's harder to change like a couch cushion or some shit like that, whatever. But again, you made the firm point. Don't Airbnb your fucking place that you live in.
Yeah. It's that simple. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, even with the Airbnbs that we did on, like the beds, we changed the sheets. But I mean, you can't expect us to be, you know what I mean, shampooing the couch after every damn customer. No, hell no. Mm-mm. And I mean, walking around with that, was it the black light? Oh my gosh, there's sperm on the ceiling. Quick, get a sponge.
Sperm, oatmeal.
Wiping off the ceiling for all the ski. Nah.
I couldn't mess with it, man. I couldn't mess. That's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, why they always cuss, man? Why they always cuss?
Can't do it, man.
Why they always cuss with it? Because like you can't expect everybody to do a Mother Mary missionary and stuff for there to be like holy roses. We're just gonna have sex like this the one time.
Dude.
Cause remember the people who put the cameras in and that house and stuff, whatever. Like a few months back and stuff, whatever. Spying on the full family, right?
Yeah.
And they got into some hot water shit, whatever. So if they were worried about people fucking in their spot, whatever, don't throw it out there like that. Not everybody's gonna do the missionary.
I mean, what if the Airbnb had like a fire balcony that's overlooking the skyline and you, like the moon is out in full tilt and she's standing there leaning on the railing and you sneak up behind her and
it's not
both of you staring at the stars and some staring else going and starting to happen. Hey, sometimes your place sets the mood for certain things, man.
That's what I said. I'll be flattered for the whole vacation sex thing to pop off.
I mean, you come to your Airbnb and like, they spread the bed so immaculately.
Well, at least
they didn't even use the bed.
At least that's what I'm saying. At least you're doing the ones and twos and she don't go over the railing or some shit like that, whatever, right? Because then like that would be a weird ass obituary and stuff. Here lies Linda who got splattered because she was getting splatted, and like. Be like, well, she died a slut. What would you say to that?
Let me ask you this.
What up?
If that happens in your Airbnb, do you let anybody know?
Hell no.
Nah, because you might not get no.
You might not get no more rentals in your Airbnb. Get this guap, baby. 2020's coming. I'm here to get this guap. So I mean,
it's not like you're selling the house and you got to disclose that certain so and so has passed as deceased in this house. Nah, you ain't got to do all of that.
Yo, how come we can't talk bad about the dead? Linda fell after getting banged on the balcony and stuff, whatever. She went tippy canoe over the railing and everything, like whatever.
Yeah.
Why are we gonna write her off as a saint?
I don't think you have to write her off as a saint.
But people say you can't talk bad about the dead. I talk bad about the dead.
No, I don't think you necessarily can't talk bad about the dead.
Really?
But I think there's a place and time for everything. I'll say that.
Okay.
Right?
So
You're not going to talk bad about the dead in front of their loved ones or their siblings or this, that, and the third. That might still be in mourning. You wouldn't do that. You're not that big of a dirtbag, Marv. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
I mean, okay.
If once they're in a good place and they can remember the good times and laugh with remembering the good times, then yeah, you might spin a fool, you know what I mean, jokes, toss something in here and then fire it up. No, you're a dirtbag before that?
Dirtbag before that. What if you go to the bank and stuff one day, right?
Right.
You in line and stuff, the person in front of you and stuff like that, whatever, right? You hear some shit like this, like you're there quietly and stuff, or just standing and wait for your time next stuff. You got your bank card in your hand and shit like that, just waiting. And then you hear, okay, Mrs. Epstein, here's your paperwork and stuff, whatever. Thank you, and have a good day. You're gonna be like, yo, you related to Jeffrey Epstein who died? Yo, you're not gonna say nothing. You're just gonna think the Epstein name is just gonna walk away and leave that alone?
Yeah, I might.
You shut your ass up.
I might leave the Epstein name alone.
Yo, really?
I might.
Really?
You know what I mean?
You hear, all right, he ain't even dead yet. You hear like Cosby, and you see a black person named Cosby, because if you think white Cosby, you're thinking Sidney Crosby, the hockey player.
Or Bing Crosby.
Bing, you gotta be an OG for that.
Yeah, be OG. You gotta be Bing Crosby?
Gotta be an OG for that, whatever. But let's say now you have this young person and stuff, whatever, and they hear like, you know, black person and stuff, Cosby, and be like, Bill Cosby? And then they'd be like, oh, you related to Bill? No, and the person like, no. Well, if they are related and stuff, they're probably still trying to deny it. Yeah. Look at freaking Thing's daughter, Ted Bundy's daughter. Ted Bundy's daughter and stuff denied to this day that was her father, so everybody knew who the hell she was. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, sometimes you gotta just say your piece, man.
Sometimes you gotta.
Sometimes you just gotta say your piece and stuff. I think
you gotta roll with it.
Don't get mad, get funny. So I think it all depends on how the delivery of it and stuff.
Yes, for sure.
That's it.
Yeah,
because even if it might be a timely type of thing or something like that, whatever, or they have or have not healed, they might even find solace within like that funny you're trying to reference and everything. But the delivery plays a role to it too.
It does. And when you mention it, shout out to Rollo Lopez, because he managed to turn a solemn occasion into a laugh fest with his obituary speech about his father. And not to say that he took shots at his father or anything, but it wasn't a sad speech at all. It was a total opposite.
And that's what makes it fire.
It was total opposite.
And not everybody can do that.
No, not everybody.
Not everybody can do that. That's why you got to give credit's due, like what you said with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's my thing. My thing and stuff is not the same thing. Bring it back to this. Not everybody can do this.
Yeah, you're right.
Not everybody can do this. What we do, baby.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that and stuff and everything, people think they can do this. They think they can go to a funeral and drop a fire speech and get a mic drop.
Niggas can't do it like I would.
Nah, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you got to give credit's due, and you just have to know what angle or what thing you're trying to work with. We don't work in a malicious realm.
Yeah. No.
Our thoughts and stuff and actions are not in a malicious realm.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, like,
I think comedians can get away with it more so than anyone else, or people who are known to be funny and say outrageous things. I think they can get away with it more. I think they're looked at it. I think they're looked at it differently when they do.
You're right. I give you that. Some people and stuff who might be in that realm anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. Right? Because kind of like some people are expecting the fun. It's kind of like if they know you as that Shakespearean person that walks around with a skull and stuff and the little feather shit they used to wear.
The ruffles around the neck?
Yeah, the ruffles around the neck, like William Shakespeare and shit like that and everything.
Yeah.
And then you say some profound shit. They might wait for you to say some profound shit. Be like, hey, Smooth, come say some deep shit to the crowd.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Tis thou lost, the thou gain. You know, everybody just poetically snapped some shit.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they might expect it and stuff for there, but the other thing and stuff for there is that, yo, sometimes you gotta tread. We just talk about fear of failure. Sometimes you gotta tread in your uncomfortable zone. You gotta give some shit a shot.
This is true.
If you're a person that doesn't like to speak in something like that at a funeral, or in front of people and stuff for that, and this person who passed meant so much to you, yo, give a quick little shout out. Be like, yo, you know, I'm the deaf mute, black sheep of the family, but I did love Auntie Tata Lilicious, and she made great pies. Thank you. And be like, oh shit, they can speak. Okay, baby, you know, they clap up and everything. Like, we never thought you would say it. Try something new. Step out of your comfort zone.
There you go.
Fuck the fear of failure.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, man. Your wife always crucified me for that, though.
But saying
Talking bad about
talking bad about the
Talk
dead.
about the bad about
Well, just
the
don't
dead,
do it
man.
around my wife. You'll be alright.
Yeah, I don't know. She always
finds you out.
Yeah.
Finds out your wrongness.
she told me I'm a dirtbag and stuff for that. For she always.
She don't mean it.
Relationship goals though, man. You heard?
Yeah.
What's the best and worst trait of your wife?
The best.
Give me the worst. I
The
like
worst?
my veggies before my dessert. Make it broad. Don't make it super open so both of us get slapped the fuck up. You need to use your politician type of background to save us.
Sometimes she may be quick to judge.
Fair, yeah, I see that. Fair.
Yeah.
What's the best? Best trait.
She's got a big heart.
Aw, snuggums.
She got a big heart.
Yeah, that's true. So what relationship advice would you share with the world since you've been going on so strong? Share it for the single folks like us, like so fucking marvelous.
It's certain situations may appear to be serious, but if you
Podical
step
Sons
back
with not your
and
average
look at it
Joseph
in
and
the
Sofa King
grand
Marvel.
scheme of things, it may not be as serious at all. So be patient when you're dealing with certain things, and try and look at it from a broader perspective.
I heard sometimes somewhere somebody said like things you might worry about today, you might not even think about.
Oh yeah,
5 years from now.
I say that all the while ago, especially with my son. I say you're upset at something right now, right? Yes. Will you be upset at it an hour from now? I don't know, maybe. Will it still bother you tomorrow? I'm not sure. How about a week from now? Probably not. I said 5 years from now, will you even remember that this was a thing? No. So why you letting it affect you now for?
True.
Why? If it's not gonna change anything towards your life 5 years from now, why let it bother you now? Why let it upset you now? So that's just the thing. Like you're gonna have arguments, you're gonna have disagreements, and so forth like that. But on the grand scheme of things, where does that sit? Where on the balance scale, where does that balance out to? You might find that it's very insignificant, and a lot of times you if you learn how to ignore it, because I think that's the problem with a lot of people. They can't ignore certain things. They let certain things just get to them and eat them up alive. But if you can learn to ignore it and put it one side where it doesn't mean anything towards you, then you allow other meaningful things to just be entering your life.
True. I look at it and stuff is that like, you know, there's some spatial reform and stuff, whatever, like how you found your lovely wife, like just as a random stranger on the street.
Yeah.
You don't know where your future might go with this person.
Right.
From that interaction and stuff, whatever, until like, you know, it'd be like, what's that song? Take a look at us now. You know, you're looking back at some shit.
Against all odds.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got some situations and stuff, but as children, they tell you not to talk to strangers.
Right.
Right. And then like plus as we're coming to like the Christmas holiday time and stuff where, you know, everybody's giving their kids to like a rare white man sit in the lap and stuff and everything and talk. But you're telling your kids not to talk to strangers.
But that's not a stranger.
That's old Saint Nick.
Yeah, that's old Saint Nick. They've known about old Saint Nick since they was a baby. That ain't a stranger.
That ain't the original Nick though.
No, but hey, who is the original Nick?
No one knows. So why you just gonna throw their kid on a damn random person's lap?
He ain't a stranger. I mean, I ain't throwing my son on no daughter or
Did
no daughter
you?
on. Nah.
Okay. It's smart.
Yeah, I ain't throwing my kids on no random stranger's lap. But
so let me ask you this. When you become an adult, How come some adults still don't talk to strangers? Because you're supposed to talk to strangers as an adult. Like, what sets the precedent? Is it an age frame for
I
kids?
think it's age as a kid, right? When they say don't talk to strangers, they're really trying to tell you don't talk to strange adults that you don't know. They're not telling you not to go talk to another child your age. No. Matter of fact, they'll encourage you to go out and make new friends. Right? You hear that?
Right.
Go out and make new friends. Right? There's something strange about a grown ass adult trying to be a little kid's friend.
That's fine, but when you're an adult trying to be another person's friend, it's still like the Antichrist.
How so?
Well, I'm okay. I'm a social butterfly.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go talk and stuff in regards to whatever.
Yeah.
If I need directions, if I need all the above and everything, like whatever.
Yeah.
Some people, I look at it stuff like it's no harm, no foul and stuff. And
of course, right? I'm the same way.
But somebody else will look at stuff like, who's this motherfucker coming up to me to come talk to me? You see the look on their face, like, even if you say, excuse me, they're like, what? Get out of here, kid. Nah, cover, nah.
They get all 70s, 60s gangster on you.
They get all hostile and stuff and like, yo, relax. I'm not trying to give you a kidney.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy a timeshare. I just want to ask you, where can I find the food court? You know what I'm saying? And people get all in arms.
It's like I was at the mall on Friday. I was actually exiting the mall and I was going through the Saks and Fifth exit. Mm-hmm. So as I was walking out, there was a lady. I'm assuming she worked. Well, she worked there. Yeah, she had to work there. She's now walking towards a mannequin. Now the mannequin, they just put the blouse on the mannequin, right? But the mannequin didn't have no arms. So she's walking around now with the arms to put on the mannequin. So as she's walking to go put the arms on the mannequin, I'm walking by, and I was like, because I don't know how the mannequin was going to make it through the season without no arms. And she looked at me first, and she's like, but you know, it's that same thing, right? Yeah. She probably was like, when she heard me start speaking, she's probably like, oh, what's this asshole about him? But she realized I was just, you know what I mean, trying to make a joke. And break the ice. When she realized, okay,
don't get mad, get funny.
Yeah. There's nothing to be mad at. It's just somebody just cracking a funny joke. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like, yeah, right? And she put the arms on the mannequin. So no, I get it 100%. But I think, I don't know, with upbringing, just the way how some people are raised, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Because I don't have a fear of approaching somebody.
Me yours.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, if I gotta ask you a question, then I'm gonna ask you a question.
I ask you. Yeah. You see, Sons on the Streets, we out here. I ask your ass. I ain't scared. I ain't scared to ask no damn type of question and stuff, whatever. I just feel like, it's just those things and stuff is always like a factor that people just kind of blow by. And they just like blow by it and stuff, and don't think stuff like, yo, remember we were kids, they would tell you not to talk to strangers, but here as adults and stuff, whatever, even if you're trying to pick up a woman, you're still talking to a complete stranger.
Of course, 100%.
And everything like that. And then if this girl would stay true to what she was taught, she would completely ignore a person like me and stuff for her point blank period. But I shouldn't be irate and stuff for her trying to, crucify her and stuff for her. I'm like, upbringing. I don't know your upbringing.
Right.
But I do know my upbringing and stuff is taught with manners. And if you are being treated kindly or justly how you feel right, you're warranted to hear the person out.
And you can usually gauge a person by their first set of responses. Mm-hmm. So I mean, for instance, like you hello, excuse me, do you mind for a minute?
And she turned around like, hi, how can I help you?
Yeah. What is it? Do you know right away this person is just not interested, doesn't want to help you, ask you a question and get it over with. When she responds like, yeah, sure, what's up? Then you say, okay, well, this person is a little bit receptive, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out what it is that I'm gonna have, because maybe they're excited at the chance of being able to divulge whatever they know.
True.
You know what I mean? And that's it. It is what it is. You gauge, right? Like you know from the immediate responses how it's going to be from how it's not going to be. I would think, at least anyway.
Okay. Let's get off the stranger danger shit. Go with the question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. What advice would you give to your 16-year-old self?
To my 16-year-old self?
Can you remember that? I know your Alzheimer's kind of fucked.
Yeah, I can remember. Okay. No idea that you may have is foolish.
You might fuck around and try to create Google and stuff with that 16-year-old shit.
Yeah. No idea of what you may have is foolish. Because what we're seeing now in this 20th century is a lot of foolish ideas that led to a lot of great things.
That's true. That's valid. That's valid. Absolutely valid.
You know what I mean?
I would say to my 16-year-old self, do not act like you know it all. There's always room to learn.
Yes.
I had to, I don't want to say unlearn, but I had to teach myself and stuff, whatever, that like, there's no ceiling to the limit of the amount of things you can learn. You just can't go crazy in the process.
Right.
And take into things and stuff that's digestible and stuff to you at your level and everything like that. And I think like I was at a point where I felt, especially at 16, you couldn't really tell me nothing. Most kids probably feel like that.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're willing to learn, you can tell a person something.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to, like, they're open ears, willing to learn and listen.
Yeah.
Right? So that's my main thing I would tell myself when I was go back and tell my 16-year-old self. That's my question. That's my question of the week. Something light.
No, that's a good question.
Ask the Sons now. You ready? These shits was kind of different, but I kind of like these ones stuff for the week.
All right, let's go.
505 Low 3 said, would you both trust penis enlargement pills or surgery?
Would we both trust
penis enlargement pills or surgery?
Now, is it trust them both or one over the other?
I guess just both of them in general?
Just
like
in general.
Enlargement in general? I don't know. I feel like...
I ain't going to do no surgery. That's for sure.
No, I'm not.
That's for sure.
No, I'm not doing no damn surgery.
That's for sure.
Ain't no knife going to my dick. Circumcision already took place.
And if...
Would you pop a pill?
If it's enhancement pills...
You think they work?
See, I don't know about all of that. I don't know. I don't think they work.
I don't think they work. I think they just probably give you an erection. They might be erection type pill, and then you like.
Well, listen.
Then you.
What I'm assuming is happening is that it's working just like any other like performance pill out in the market. Whereas it's increasing your blood flow, right? And it's allowing your penis to hold more blood in the vessels.
So that's why your dick just look bigger?
And so it looks bigger in appearance too. It ain't really growing bigger. It just appears to be bigger.
Yo.
Now,
Lucifer is a lie.
Whether the prolonged use of that changes the physicality of your phallus, I don't know.
Wait, there might be a balloon effect popping off.
Could be.
So it's kind of like if you blow up the balloon and you leave it for a period of time and then you let the air out, that balloon is now stretched.
That elasticity is now there.
Rubber dick.
But I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? It's like muscle gain.
Yeah.
You got to break and destroy muscle for new muscle to build back.
Right.
And get bigger and stronger. Who knows?
So you putting wet towels on your dick and doing lifting weights? Lifting weights and stuff like that. Yo, I was with a chick one time. A chick told me straight good. She's like, yo, she can't sleep with a dude if he can't put a wet towel on his dick. I was like, yo, Yo, so then me, I think one time I dried off out the shower like,
Yeah. And then it dropped. We achieved lift.
Yo,
We have achieved lift.
can't tell me nothing. Next question comes from Pigeon Steve. Pigeon Steve again. Would you two make a professional porno running a train on a porn star for money? Hell no, not with Smooth punk ass.
Nah.
No disrespect to Smooth. I don't know what your dick look like. I got no plans of seeing your damn dick, but I want to make sure that when I'm at it, why you laugh like that for? Because I want to make sure my performance.
Because I feel like that no matter who the person is.
Yeah, but I mean, like, think about it, like, my thing and stuff is that it's the dynamic, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Let's say this was to happen on some shit, whatever, right? If
Yeah.
it was to happen and stuff, but the hypothetical. I'm hitting the porn star chick from the back. I had to pick a porn star.
Yeah. You gotta pick one.
Who's a porn star?
That got a big back, because you know, taking it from the back, she got a big back.
I always had this porn star. I always think for what's her name? Luscious Lopez.
Luscious Lopez?
Luscious
All right,
Lopez.
Luscious Lopez.
So I'm hitting it from the back.
Mm-hmm.
You at the front, right?
Yeah.
Automatically, it's pineapples and stuff whatever to me because I'm looking down like this.
Yeah.
And then slightly I see her head bobbing and she over there at you. That's already killing my mood and stuff as is. And then you're like, yo, so let's switch.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to go and get topped off and everything and stuff, whatever. Her mouth is still wet from your That's even just wrong as is. And then when you killing it, she's making more sounds than she was making sounds with
You
me.
can't even get your top properly?
Yeah. Because
you keep falling under
my heart. It's hitting. It's my heart. Is it tapping my heart? I'm like, you ain't making all those fucking sounds when I was back there. So how the no.
Even worse if you don't even get your performance because she gotta cool you off a little bit. Hold on, look. Oh, that's too much handle for me back here.
When she stopped, I was like, so you just gonna leave the task at? No.
I agree.
Piers Steve, you're an evil guy for this one.
Nah, I agree.
Definitely evil. Wasmatic says, is punching someone in the private areas considered sexual assault? Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
If any chick punch you in your dick, that's sexual assault. Yeah, I don't care what you say to her. Because if you say something wild and off the cuss, out of the pocket, she can just tell the authorities.
Yeah.
That's battery, right? That's battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, because assault is the actual act.
Right.
Battery is just the words.
Right.
And if it gets to like death threats, then that's a threat.
Right.
Whatever, right? Yeah. Done.
No.
Done.
I agree.
Done. All right. Associated Sons and stuff, whatever, for this week. I have a few here in the cusp and stuff, whatever.
Got a few.
I'll hit you with this one. If you hate something, create your own to replace it.
Associated Sons.
I feel like a lot of people and stuff, everybody's a critic.
Yeah.
Everybody's talkers, they're not doers. So if you, like, I remember I was with somebody and stuff, whatever. I think, like, when the idea came to me, we went to, like, a bar, and they're like, I hate this place. This place has, this service sucks, and da-da-da, and everything. I'm like, it's not that bad. What do you mean? It's horrible. I'm like, so open up a bar. And when you see that, like, when it gets busy and hectic and everything like that, if it's just to this realm, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, so when you open up your bar, you don't have to come back to this place.
You gotta come back. Yeah, you
The
gotta
same
worry
thing.
about it all.
If you complain about your laptop and everything, like, why don't you create a laptop that might do something and stuff for that? You don't like something, you create something to replace it.
I agree.
So say the Sons.
So says the Sons.
All right, man. Good for this week.
Well, good for the week, man.
All right. Once again, folks, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember the difference between stupidity and genius, that genius has its limits. Peace and love. Y'all be easy. Once again, thanks for the support and all the love.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.